Let's have some NFL fun on YouTube from the set of Get Up. Dan Graziano, Matt Barrie, Mike Tannenbaum with you. We're going to do a couple of quarterback quick reads today. We're going to begin here in the home market in New York. Mike Tannenbaum, Jaxon Dart's success is
playing in 17 games and getting his team at least to the playoffs. If he does the first, the second is a lot more likely.
Yeah, and look, we're looking for those quarterbacks to take the next step. He showed flashes as a rookie. Drake Maye showed flashes as a rookie, then led his team to a Super Bowl. Can we expect that out of Jaxon Dart to make that kind of leap?
I mean, expect is a lot because there's change there, right? He's going to have to learn a new offense. He's got a new offensive coordinator. I do think it's within the realm of possibility because of his talent, because of the talent around him. The Giants have work to do on their roster, but they have a lot of key pieces in place already, assuming Malik Neighbors comes back healthy. He's got his number one wide receiver. So I think there's a lot of reason to be hopeful for Jaxon Dart if you're a Giants fan. I just think, we have to see it first because there's so much new around him. We don't know how he'll respond to that. To Drake Maye's credit, he flourished. Giants could be in that kind of situation as well.
I would say Jaxon Dart may be one of the concerns, if not the chief concern with him. He's got the ability. He's athletic. He can run. He can throw. Maybe the injuries, the concussion, that's got to be a concern. That could probably be the only thing that holds him back from making that leap.
Hey, Matt, that's a big skill set to play in 2026 in this day and age of football. You have to know when to protect yourself, when to slide, when to go head first, when to throw the ball away. And that's a skill that he should get better at, given how much football acumen he does have. And I promise you, John Harbaugh will be drilling that in from day one, practice one, meeting one.
But I'm with you guys. There's reason to be optimistic if you're a Giants fan. Young talent, new coach, what kind of leap can they make in year two of Jaxon Dart? Okay, same question now for Drake Maye. Success for Drake Maye is?
Rinse and repeat. Although he played much better in the regular season than he did in the postseason. In the postseason, we saw some vulnerabilities of this Patriot offense. Left side of the offensive line, Jared Wilson, the much documented Will Campbell's struggle at left tackle. Drake Maye did hold the ball, gave up way too many sacks in the postseason, but he had such a strong regular season. He needs to stack, year after year, have consistency. I expect it to be more like the regular season Drake Maye instead of the postseason.
It's interesting because going into the Super Bowl and Super Bowl week in San Francisco, what were we talking about? Regular season Patriots, bad schedule. Postseason Patriots, Drake Maye ended up playing four of the top five defenses in the league. So when you look at the body of work for him, which one stands out to you, Graz, going into next season?
The regular season performance. I think that's a lot closer because, you talk about the rookies on the left side of the offensive line. Rookies wear down as the season goes along. This guy's played 21 games, or the team did. So I think there's reason to think the Patriots could be this sort of classic, they could be better next year and have a worse record.
Right.
Right, because they're going to play a tougher schedule.
Right.
They're going to play a first-place schedule. So I think you want to see progress in certain areas from Drake Maye. You want to see him get rid of the ball a little bit quicker. He took too many sacks, obviously, in the playoffs. But I think you saw enough in the regular season to build on that you can feel like you're going to come out of next year feeling good about him, even if they don't go as far as they did this year.
Finish second in the MVP voting to Matthew Stafford, because that is interesting because you're as good as your schedule dictates. They had an easy schedule by NFL standards because of how they finished the year before. Like he said, they're going to have a first-place schedule. And so Drake, coming off a great sophomore year, could statistically be the same, but as Graz said, maybe take a step back in the record department.
Yeah, and part of the big X factor in this discussion, they have 4 games with the Dolphins and the Jets, and you like to think both teams are going to be better. One, because a new head coach and GM in Miami, I think they're going to retool a lot down there. And then with the Jets, who have 4 picks in the top 44, a ton of cap space, and we'll see, presumably year 2 should be better for Aaron Glenn. So those 4 games by themselves, Matt, will be more difficult.
Maybe the NFC's version, what we were just talking about with the Patriots, the Chicago Bears, new head coach, second-year quarterback. So success for Caleb Williams this year is?
I think he's got to go at least one round further. I think he's got to get to the NFC Championship game based on the standard that they set this year. I think there's reason to believe the Bears are on this upward trajectory. And, it's almost like the Patriots went too far for their own good. Right? If they had been knocked out 2 rounds earlier, we'd probably be talking about them the same way as the Bears. But the Bears need to build on it. You just look at last year, Washington getting to the NFC Championship game and then having a disappointing year this year. Their fans are annoyed. They're not giving them a pass for a down year. They want to know what went wrong. That kind of thing could happen if the Bears take a step back next year as well.
it's a good point that you make in that, oh, they were good the year before, we'll give them a pass. No, fans want to build on a championship caliber season the year before. So having said that, what's the ceiling for the Bears in your estimation?
Oh, their ceiling is getting to the Super Bowl because Caleb Williams' A game is as good as anybody, but he needs to be much more consistent from the pocket. His completion percentage has to improve dramatically. It was one of the worst. He has the ability to make that one of the best. If they do that and they can add a pass rusher opposite Montez Sweat, this team could get to the Super Bowl.
Young quarterback, young receivers, young running backs. There's a lot to like if you're a Chicago Bears fan. There was also a lot to like about this. Graz, Mike T, Matt, YouTube, NFL, fun.